Hey guys, how's it going? Big Dope 7 back here with another episode of Road to the World Series. Today we are playing the second game of the Brewers Cubs series at Miller Park against the 20-10 Brewers, who are still have a decent lead in the division. They've kind of fallen off a little bit coming into May. Thanks to us at the beginning of the month, we kind of slowed them down a little bit. The Pirates are now at an even 500. And they are 5 games behind the Brewers, and we are sitting at 14 and 16, 6 games behind the Brewers. So we're not doing too horrible right now. Waiting for guys to kind of come back. We are down 4 games in the wild card, so there's almost no point to winning the paying attention to the wild card, since we're so close to the division crown at this point. Although we are still only 30 games into the season, we still have 132 games left. It's still a long, long road to the end of the season, and we're going to take you all the way there. And apparently, Miguel Montero is finally back from his injury, which is really good to see. We're going to put him back in the 5-hole because that's where he belongs. That's where he was hitting for us before, and that's where he's going to be now. Definitely was looking forward to getting his bat back in the lineup. Just making sure we don't have anybody there. It's not supposed to be there. So we'll go ahead and get into this game. We're hitting 250 as a club over the course of the season so far. The Brewers are hitting 281. Our ERA is slightly better than theirs, so we're definitely a better pitching team, but they're a better hitting team. So let's see if we can scratch out another win here and pull ever closer to them in the standings. Obviously, Jake Arrieta is going to start today against Kyle Loesch. Loesch, I think, was on the... I was going to say, I thought he might have been on the DL at one point. No, he wasn't. We just didn't face him in the last series. Only person getting the day off today is going to be Dexter Fowler. He's going to be replaced by Chris Denorfia. Denorfia has been hitting the ball well, so I've been trying to find spots for him in the lineup. But he's definitely not going to be batting first. It's going to be we're going to have Addison Russell lead off today, and then we are going to put who am I going to put behind him? I think I'm just going to leave it like that and leave Denorfia in the 9th spot there. I don't really have another good leadoff hitter. Maybe Tommy Listella, but I can't get Tommy Listella into the lineup, so we're just going to leave him like that. Again, we're playing at Miller Park, and we're going to play under clear skies today. You know what? It was kind of crappy the whole weekend, so we're going to go ahead and put it as overcast. And I'm going to kick it out to Eric, Matt, and Steve with the call, and I'll be back after the game, guys.
Pitches. Carpenter swings and hits a drive. Right center field. It's in the gap, and it's down off the wall. Molina scores. Adams scores. Jay scores. Carpenter. He scores 3 with a double to right center, and the Cardinals lead 7-6. What an at-bat by Carpenter.
Closing in on game time at Miller Park. The I-94 series, the Cubs and the Brewers, next on the show. Saturday night baseball here on the show as we welcome you to Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Cubs and the Central leading Milwaukee Brewers. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike Side. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the 2 starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Madden will line them up like this. They'll go to work against the man you see there, veteran right-hander Kyle Loesch. And there you see a look at the defensive alignment behind him for the Brewers. Addison Russell makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Shortstop, Addison Russell.
Underway in America's Dairyland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And they're in need of a good pitching performance here just to shake them out of this slump they're in. They've won just once in 5 games on this current homestand, so they're definitely going in the wrong direction.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game.
And you know, any way you can get on base, you just take it. Here he just puts the ball in play. Doesn't hit it all that hard, but he's able to leg it out at first base, and he's on to start this ball game.
Jorge Soler will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
That's a major league curveball there. Now, let's take a while to get used to, believe me.
He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Pause, now the pitch. Low and away with that one, it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Here comes the 1-2. And he pops him up back behind second base. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone.
Batting third, first baseman number 44,
Anthony Rizzo will get his first opportunity now. Runner still at first with 1 away. First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Wow, you got to think he got away with one right there. If you're a pitcher and you're pitching to this guy, you cannot live in that location.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. He's ready now. The pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Now the tag by Segura. They're going to get him at second base.
Maybe it's all in the mind, but it seems like the legs don't move quite as well when it's cold out, and he was out easily there.
Now the pitch. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. starting lineup for the Brewers looks like this. They'll match up against a guy trying to put it all together, the right-hander Jake Arrieta. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. About time for the home nine to get their swings as Carlos Gomez is ready to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And it's been a great start to this road trip so far. They've won 4 of the first 5 games. Normally, even if you just play 500 ball on the road, you'll do fine. So they're exceeding that number and then some.
And the catch is made, 1 away. Time for a check of the scouting report now as we run you through the arsenal of this 29-year-old right-hander. Scooter Gennett will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night. Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. The 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Here it comes, 2-1. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
2-2 pitch on the way. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. Full count pitch on its way. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, nothing wrong with a pop out and a strikeout when you're out on the mound. And he's saying, I'll take this all game long.
Ryan Braun will stand in. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. We've played an inning. No score. Chris Bryant leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Left fielder, Chris Bryant.
First pitch coming. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. It's gone. And the second frame gets started with a bang. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero.
As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Base is empty here with nobody out. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Come on, Brewers!
Now the 1-2 home to Montero. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Starlin Castro will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First pitch on the way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
The pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And this will be fouled away. The 0-2 once more. A ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. You'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Yeah. Now here's the pitch. Right field. And Braun will handle this one for route number 2.
And this is one of those guys that throws what you call a heavy sinker. Normally he's going to get a lot of ground balls, but he leaves this one up in the zone. And I think he's lucky that this ball didn't get hit farther than it did.
Javier Baez will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Here's the first offering. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Now the 1-2. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's another 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
2-2. And the quick hands of Baez a little too quick that time as he pulls this one foul out of play. Ready with another 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Three and two, here it is. Swing and a line drive. Over to his left, he's up with it, and they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Jake Arrieta will get his first opportunity now.
Ice cold soda.
First pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. From the stretch. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Adam Lind will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now the shift won't matter here as this is skied out to center field. Denorfia is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out.
Well, any time you can retire this guy, that's good. Anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Chris Davis will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. First offering on the way. This ball will be chopped foul. Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth, the shortstop,
Gene Segura will stand in now. Speed is definitely a big weapon in his arsenal. He currently sits 3rd in the National League stolen base chase. First pitch coming. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Come on, let's get a hit.
And now a pitch on the way. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch on the way. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start tonight. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Now here's the ball sent out to right center field, and that's going to get down for him, a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Aramis Ramirez will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Now the first pitch. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. He's set. Now the pitch. And here's a ball swung on and missed. 0-2 now to Ramirez.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Chris Denorfia will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Center fielder, Chris Denorfia.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's a Cubs upcoming schedule, so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Addison Russell will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
Go back to Chicago.
Now the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Another 0-2 home. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Jorge Soler will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone indeed. It's strike 2. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Kyle Loth makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first offering. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Carlos Gomez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
One out, nobody on.
Let's go, Carlos.
Here's the pitch. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Come on, Brew Crew.
The 1-1.
Here we go.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes a 1-2. Ball 2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here he comes on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Scooter Gennett will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Now here's the first pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul for strike 2. Now here's the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail this one 1-0. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch coming. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Gone! A mistake on 0-2 gets punished, and it's a home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Home run number 5 on the year, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Rock, get your butt here.
The pitch. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
The batter, catcher, Miguel Montero.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike 1.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
Comes set, now the pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run will score from second here, as this is now a 3-0 game. And he'll get in there safely. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Starlin Castro will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch coming. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. He's set, now the pitch. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, not very decisive there. And hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing, because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Another 0-2 coming. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
And that's a pitch they were set up for. That slider breaking down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on the swing.
Let's get him out.
He's ready now, the pitch. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Gomez is right there, 1 down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And to this point, these two have topped out at 95 and 91 miles an hour respectively. Javier Baez will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. The throw will go to third. And now they've got a man out there with nowhere to go. And oh, the quick reactions behind the plate almost had him, but he's back in safely at second. Pause, now the pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side. And look out at third as that ball took a crazy hop right over his head. And a relay to the plate. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
Jake Arrieta will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. First pitch to him. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The next pitch. There's that slider, truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1. Three runs already home here. One on the way. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Under it now is Segura, and he's got it. 2 away now.
Well, I try not to be the one that does a whole lot of second guessing from up here, but I mean, to me, that's a sacrifice situation. And this pop-up winds up doing 0 good.
Chris DeNorfia will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Come on, Brewers.
From the stretch. Hit sharply, but caught down there at third. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 4 and the Brewers nothing. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps forward to get things started here in the Milwaukee half of the inning. First offering on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Third and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. So 1 away now, and that'll bring in Adam Lind. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lind awaits the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 now to Lind. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
1 out, nobody on.
Let's go, Brewers.
The 1-2 with 1 away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
The 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And his control's been real good here into the middle innings now. You'll see where this pitch is. Another great location right on the corner, and he gets him to pop it up.
Here's Chris Davis now. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the pitch. Too high. 1-2.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they get on the board. It's 4-1 now.
Even though this is just a solo home run, it's important because you at least need to get on the board. Let these guys know that they're not going to just walk away with this one without a fight.
Gene Segura standing in. Says he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Here comes another 0-2. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. The throw into second. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
After going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. High strikes probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And they challenge him upstairs as this is popped high in the air toward the left side of the infield. And Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers get one back on the solo home run. We played 4. It's now a 4-1 game. Addison Russell will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Russell.
And here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here's the pitch. Now pitch pulled on the ground over to Ramirez at third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batter, right fielder,
Jorge Soler will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch coming. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. But this is foul for the first strike. The pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now the pitch. Slowly hit to the left side. On to first, and there were two down.
Here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Anthony Rizzo will get another shot. He homered his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one.
Well, he's really starting to hit his stride here in this 5th inning.
Let's go, Brew.
Now here it comes. Line hard to center field. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Chris Bryant will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Let's go, Brew.
Now the first pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a new pitcher will come on as that'll be all for Kyle Loesch. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Tyler Thornburg is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Now here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Montero waits, now the pitch. He makes good contact on it as this is going to make its way through into left field for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Starlin Castro will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
A good job here. Stays beside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Here's Javier Baez. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers 1. Aramis Ramirez will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Aramis Ramirez.
Now the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Gerardo Parra will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Gerardo.
Ball 1.
That's the ball.
The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. On at first is Ramirez with nobody out. The 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
1-1 pitch on the way.
Here we go.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. One there. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Center fielder number
Boy, this is a tough turn out there at short. You can see him be forced to backhand the ball and then pivot on that right leg and throw against the momentum of his body. Nothing simple about that throw, and that's an easy one to throw right out into right field.
Here's Carlos Gomez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. That almost got him. Hits a ball and a strike. Gomez waits. Here's the 1-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers 1. Rob Wooten will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Jake Arrieta will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now here's the pitch. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Now the pitch. Fouled back. Now another 0-2. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. In the air to right center. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Chris Denorfia.
Chris Denorfia will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. From deep in the hole. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. In now, Addison Russell, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouled by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
On the ground for Ramirez. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back at Miller Park right after this. Scooter Gennett stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Now here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. On the way. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
On the way.
Here we go.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. A 2-1 offering. To 2-2 now.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes a 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. The 3-2 one more time. Opposite field to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Ryan Braun will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. First pitch coming. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
He waits. Now the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
From the belt, the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here. They get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Adam Lind will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. This crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
First pitch coming.
Here we go.
And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
Need a base hit here.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Here.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out again on Show Track, but I can guarantee you he doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first 2 pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the one pitch that's out of the strike zone.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
First and second now, 1 man out. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Hit hard toward the right side. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now. Oh, and he's in a lot of pain out there and will be carried off the field by the training staff. I think it's safe to say he's likely to miss a significant amount of time because of this. Shane Peterson will come on now and run at third base following the injury. Gene Segura will dig in. He doubled his last time. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Comes set, now the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
Now with 2 strikes, He can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Come on, make him earn it.
He's set, now the pitch.
Here we go.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats.
Get a hold of that one.
Another 0-2 home. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Got him.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Jonathan Lucroy will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
The 1-0 home. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And foul. Ready now on 1-1. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Put one in the bleachers.
2-1.
Here we go.
Now a swing and a ground ball. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
That's a great example of one teammate picking up another there. After the guy before him struck out, couldn't drive the run in, he gets him off the hook here by knocking in the run with 2 away.
Aramis Ramirez. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. First pitch to him. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. And the runner will score from second.
Well, this guy's been the heart and soul of this ball club for a long time now. He delivers for him again. Picks up the RBI on the base hit.
Elian Herrera will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3.
Fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9 hole.
2 men are on with 2 men out. The 2-0 on the way. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, seemingly nothing has gone his way out there the entire inning, and his troubles are going to deepen here as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
3-0 is on the way. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he will score as well. And can you believe it? We are tied yet again.
Yeah, he squared that one up pretty good. No chance to run this one down as you see it one hop the wall out there. And he'll lead his way into second with a 2-run double. Here's
Carlos Gomez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Come on.
He's set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. He's ready. Now the pitch. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Here's another 0-2. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Boy, how quickly things can change. You come into this inning with a good-sized lead, and now you're fighting just to get out of here still tied.
This now is the 9th man to bat in the inning. From the stretch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And the big inning will continue. It's a home run. Home run there by Carlos Gomez, and it's now an 8-6 ball game.
Well, EK, as you know, the more at-bats you get against the same guy, the more you start to figure out his stuff. And once you see him for the 3rd or 4th at-bat, you become a better hitter, because by then you pretty much know every pitch he's got. And I think this is a case where he kind of made an educated guess on what was coming, got it, and didn't miss it.
Blake Parker is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 50, Blake Parker.
Jeanette will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. First offering on the way. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third baseline. Foul. And the pitch. And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
The 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. 1-2. Splitter. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 offering. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. The double is his 8th of the season so far. This is the 11th man to bat in the inning. He's ready now. The pitch. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, this side is retired. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 8 and the Cubs 6. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Shane Peterson will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 64.
Jonathan Broxton is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 51, Jonathan Broxton.
Jorge Soler will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade places with that guy for anything. I mean, this would sting on a 95-degree afternoon in Arlington. But on a cold night like this, he's going to be feeling that for a couple of hours. That's called a good old-fashioned jam sandwich.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His 3rd hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Chris Bryant will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And here's the first pitch. And looked like a slider that time from Broxton at strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Pause, now the pitch. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Can't tie the game swinging at balls.
Runners on first with 1 down.
He's gonna go.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, this is just getting easy out there on the mound. The way these guys are chasing at everything, and he's saying, heck, why even bother throwing strikes? I could just throw it over to first and they'd probably swing at it.
Miguel Montero will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. First pitch on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
A runner on first with 2 away. Montero waits. Now the pitch. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Not a real good effort there.
It's one thing if it's a slider running away or something like that, but that pitch right there was never going to be a strike.
Comes set. Now the pitch. He's running towards second. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw in time and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Adam Lind will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. The 1-0. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. One away.
And right here, if the defense is playing straight up, you figure this has a good chance to get up the middle. But you can see the shortstop lining up just to the right of second base, so the shift works to a T, and they get the 6-3 putout.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. There to pull it in is Soler, and there are two away.
The shortstop, number 9,
Gene Segura will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Now here it comes. Hit hard to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Gone in order are the Brewers. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Jim Henderson will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jim Henderson.
Starlin Castro will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Javier Baez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches and 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Mike Holt will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a ball hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Here it comes. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he's letting it fly with that swing, but really, you're down by 2. Your task here off the bench, get on base.
Now the pitch. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Chris DeNorfia will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now the first pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Neil Ramirez is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Neil Ramirez.
Jonathan Lucroy will step in. An RBI single this last time around. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is foul right side. Now the 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Aramis Ramirez will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Now the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Here's the pitch. And a ball and a strike now to Aramis as that pitch misses. Now here's the pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
The 2-2 coming. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Luis Sardinhas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-0. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Here comes a 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Fouled back. The pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. The lead stands pat at 8-6.
Your attention.
Coming in now in the 9th to try and finish this one out, the hard-throwing Francisco Rodriguez. Addison Russell will be the man trying to start the rally in the 9th against K-Rod. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Now the 1-0. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Peterson is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Jorge Soler will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Here's the first offering. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. And now a pitch on the way. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Peterson has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, you know, it winds up taking 6 pitchers to get it done, but they do get the victory in the end, and so that's all that matters.
our lead. Time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Full of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Dad, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Derek Harrow, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Brewers win it 8-6. Good night from Milwaukee.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Oh, guys, couldn't seem to get the win there, and oh, bad news for the Brewers. Ryan Braun has sustained the torn MCL during today's game, and he appears to be out for over 6 months. That will be a 60-day DL stint for Braun, and that's going to call it a season for him, as he will not be coming back for the remainder of the year. Good news for the rest of us in the Central. Bad news for the Brewers. I'm not too upset about it. I don't have to face him, although he really didn't hurt us at all in the 5 games that we've played against the Brewers. But I don't know what happened in that 6th inning. We just absolutely fell apart. The wheels came off, and we gave up 7 runs. We were up 6-1 going into that 6th inning, and all hell broke loose. And I think I was just getting greedy with trying to keep Arrieta in there at least to finish the 6th, and I was just trying to push it, and it didn't work. That's probably why we ended up losing that ball game. It happens though. I mean, the bullpen came in and pitched great. I was trying not to have to use them, trying to get Arrieta to go as far as he could go, but stupidity on my part. I'm going to go ahead and take the rap for that one. That was my decision, and that's, I guess that's just what happens. I'm glad there's 162 games. I was to 182. That's combining the 2 sports, basketball and baseball. But we got one more. If we can win this last one and take 2 or 3 in this series, and that would put us on a 5-2 road trip, which definitely would not be a bad thing. We got Tsuyoshi Wada going tomorrow. Wada pitched really well last time out against the Cardinals, got a win. He's going up against Mike Fiers, who's been hittable at times this year. It would seem. Did not face him in the previous series that we played against Milwaukee, but should be a good game. And then after that game, we're looking forward to leaving and heading down I-94 back to Wrigley Field to start a 4-game set with the New York Mets at Wrigley. Should be a good series. I know one of these games I'm going to have to get Tyler Syndergaard into. I'm going to have to go look through some of the roster. I'm going to have to go look through the Mets roster and see where exactly he's at. But thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming, and then also on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network. We do all sorts of sports on here. We'll be doing football coming up this fall, and hockey and basketball as well going through the winter. And then also don't forget to check out King Rouse's Twitch, King Ralph 21. He'll be having the Warriors and Thunder tomorrow for you guys. So be sure to check that out. Game 6 of that series, the Warriors are looking to wrap it up. So check it out tomorrow. And then also don't forget to check out our friends over at Cherry Weeble. Lots of fun videos over there to watch, so be sure to check that out as well. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys keep it real.